the man under whom the Ottoman Empire spread around 100,000 miles comprising Rumelia and Anatolia evenly. First major conqueror of Balkan or Ottoman Rumeli. The man who strengthened the Ottoman stand in Anatolia and made the Byzantine emperors, the despot of Mistra, the Bulgarian Tsar of Turnovo, and, by 1389, Stefan Lazarevic, the son and successor of the defeated and killed despot Lazar of Serbia, as his vassals and forced to pay tribute and provide military support whenever ordered. The man who evolved Ottoman conquest methods, military and governmental institutions. The only Ottoman sultan who was martyred in a battle. We are talking about Hudavendigar Murad Khan first. So, without any further delay, let's delve into details. Son of Orhan Ghazi and Nilufar Hatun, born in Bursa on the 29th of June 1326, Murad I is also known as Hudavendigar, which is a Persian word and has several meanings like devotee of God or a distinguished leader. In his family, Murad I had at least 7 consorts, 5 sons and 5 daughters. Among his notable consorts were Gulsasek Hatun, a slave concubine who bore him Bayezid I, a future sultan. Another consort, Fulain Hatun, was the daughter of Ahi Sayyid Sultan, cementing ties through marriage in 1366. Pasa Melek Hatun, the daughter of Kizil Murad Bey, and Fulain Hatun, daughter of Constantine of Kostendil, further enriched Murad's familial connections. These alliances extended to Bulgarian royalty with Kara Tamara Hatun, a Bulgarian princess known for her beauty, forced into marriage with Murad after his conquest of Bulgaria in 1378. Murad's diplomatic endeavors continued with Fulain Hatun, daughter of Kandaroglu Suleiman II Pasa, whom he married in 1383. The union with Maria Hatun, born Maria Paleologa and daughter of Byzantine Emperor John V, marked a significant alliance bridging Ottoman and Byzantine realms when she married Murad I in 1386. Murad I fathered a lineage that significantly impacted the empire's trajectory. His sons, each with their tales of triumph and tragedy, left a lasting mark on Ottoman history. Bayezid I, born to Gulsasek Hatun, ascended to become an Ottoman sultan, shaping the empire's destiny during his reign. Yaqub Shalebi, though not destined for the throne, met a tragic end at the hands of Bayezid's orders. Savsi Bey's rebellion led to his execution by his father, leaving behind a son, David Murad Bey, who sought refuge in Hungary. Ibrahim Bey found his final resting place in the Osmani Mausoleum, while Yassi Bey's fate remains veiled in history. On the other hand, Murad I's daughters contributed to the Ottoman legacy in various ways. Nephi's Melek Sultan Hatun's marriage to Karamanoglu Aleddin Ali Bey aimed to halt the conflict, yet her journey was marked by challenges and resilience. Azer Hatun's lineage continued with her grandson Mehmed Bey's court appointment. Erhundi Hatun's union with Saruhanoglu Hyzer Bey reflects strategic alliances, while Miriali Devlet Sultan Hatun's marriage to Karamanoglu Turgut Bey enriched familial ties. Lastly, Nilufar Hatun's mosque in Bursa stands as a testament to her enduring legacy within the empire's cultural and religious fabric. Murad I's ascendance to the throne was pretty dramatic, as his elder brother, Suleiman Pasha, who due to his military prowess was considered the most deserving contestant, but his death in 1357 proved to be a natural incident that brought good fortune to Murad as he succeeded Suleiman's authority upon his father, Sultan Orhan's order. And until the death of Orhan, Murad had himself proved as his legitimate successor on behalf of his engagements in state affairs, as Orhan had moved himself away from state affairs in his last years. When Orhan died, Murad faced a rebellion by his brothers Ibrahim Bey and Halil Bey, whom he defeated and had them executed, taking charge of power unchallenged. Murad I's ascendance to the throne was pretty dramatic, as his elder brother, Suleiman Pasha, who due to his military prowess was considered the most deserving contestant, but his death in 1357 proved to be a natural incident that brought good fortune to Murad as he succeeded Suleiman's authority upon his father, Sultan Orhan's order. And until the death of Orhan, Murad had himself proved as his legitimate successor on behalf of his engagements in state affairs, as Orhan had moved himself away from state affairs in his last years. When Orhan died, Murad faced a rebellion by his brothers Ibrahim Bey and Halil Bey, whom he defeated and had them executed, taking charge of power unchallenged. As a great strategist, Murad I adopted 3 ways of conquest. Firstly, dynastic marriages were pivotal, forging alliances with both Christian and Muslim leaders in the Balkans and Anatolia. These marriages not only secured new territories but also brought military aid and compelled allies to become vassals. For instance, Murad I's marriage to the Mar, sister of Zershishman, led to Turnovo's vassalage. Similarly, Bayezid I's marriage to the Princess of Germian brought parts of Germian under Ottoman control. Military pressure complemented these alliances. Secondly, there was deliberate migration and resettlement of Turkoman nomads from Anatolia to the Balkans, bolstering the empire's Turkic-speaking Muslim population amidst a predominantly Slavic Christian milieu. Thirdly, Murad I granted military fiefs, timars, to Balkan Christian nobles, binding them under Ottoman suzerainty while retaining parts of their ancestral lands. This approach cultivated loyal supporters among the Balkan Christian elite, aiding Ottoman expansion and governance. Murad I's conquests can be divided into two parts. The first part spans on Anatolian Peninsula, while the second one spans the conquest of the Balkan. In Anatolia, Murad I's early years as Sultan were involved in consolidating his rule there, a process that lasted until around 1365. While Ottoman chronicles attribute Murad I's later territorial gains in western and southwestern Anatolia to marriage and purchase around 1375 or 1381, some sources suggest that military campaigns preceded these acquisitions. His expansions brought him into conflict with the powerful Karamanids, who also claimed these territories. Despite the Ottomans' use of dynastic marriages to pacify potential rivals, such tactics didn't always succeed. Murad's attempt to ally with Aledin of Karaman through marriage to his daughter, Nilufar, ended in repeated challenges from Aledin, leading to a confrontation near Ankara in 1386. The ensuing battle showcased the Ottoman military's prowess, earning Murad's son Bayezid I the title a Yildirim, Thunderbolt, for his valor. Despite this, Aledin managed to avoid substantial losses, conceding Baysir to Murad and opening the Taurus mountain passes to Ottoman expansion. This strategic move facilitated the annexation of Teak, strengthening Murad's control over vital trade routes linking Bursa to Antalya, a key Mediterranean port. While on the Balkan side, under the leadership of Murad I's teacher-mentor Lala Shaheen Pasha, Ottomans captured several towns there. This expansion was aided by independent fighters who allied with the Ottomans. Notable among these were four Muslim families: the Evrenosagalari, Mihalogalari, Turahanogalari, and Malkokagalari. The first two families were originally Christian warriors from northwest Anatolia who embraced Islam and migrated to Thrace as the Ottoman frontier advanced. The Malkok dynasty, also known as Malkovic, had Serbian Christian roots, while the origins of the Turahanogalari remain unclear. By approximately 1369, the Ottomans had conquered significant territories in northern and central Thrace, including key cities like Adrianople, Edirne, in 1369 and Philippopolis, Plovdiv, either in late 1369 or early 1370, though precise dates are sometimes uncertain. While Ottoman records credit the capture of Adrianople to Prince Murad and Lala Shaheen Pasha in 1361, other sources suggest it occurred in 1369. Regardless, Edirne swiftly became the new capital, granting the Ottomans strategic access to Thrace and Bulgaria through its location at the confluence of the Maritsa and Tunza rivers. The Ottoman advances in the Balkans alarmed Byzantium and neighboring rulers. In August 1366, allies of Byzantine Emperor John V Palaiologos, including Amadeo of Savoy and Francesco Gattalugio, temporarily recaptured Gallipoli from the Ottomans, complicating Ottoman troop movements across the Dardanelles. However, Murad regained control of Gallipoli in 1376 during a Byzantine civil conflict, reasserting Ottoman dominance in the region. In 1371, the Serbian lords of Macedonia contested Ottoman authority, realizing the threat posed by the Ottoman conquest of Adrianople. However, their resistance ended at the Battle of Cherman on the Maritsa River, where they were defeated and killed, leading their sons to accept Ottoman suzerainty. This victory paved the way for Ottoman advances into western Thrace and the Macedonian lowlands, extending as far as Samokov by around 1375. Murad I skillfully capitalized on the Byzantine civil war that erupted in 1373 when Emperor John V's son Andronicus and Murad I's son Savsi rebelled against their fathers. Most probably after being defeated, the two of them were blinded. Andronicus then, with Genoese and Ottoman support, seized Constantinople in 1376, imprisoning his father and younger brother Manuel. In exchange for Ottoman aid, Andronicus ceded Gallipoli to Murad. However, his reign was short-lived, as John V reclaimed his throne with Ottoman assistance in 1379, becoming a vassal of Murad I. The Byzantine troubles persisted, as evidenced by John V's younger son Manuel's refusal to accept Ottoman suzerainty. He fled Constantinople for Salonika, establishing an independent court and launching attacks against the Ottomans. In response, Murad's vizier Kendarli Kara Halil Hayreddin Pasha led a siege on Salonika in 1383, culminating in the city's surrender in 1387 after years of blockade. By this point, the Ottomans had gained control over much of southern Macedonia and expanded their reach into Bulgaria and Serbia. In 1385, Murad's forces conquered Sofia and Niš, marking a significant advance. This conquest opened the path to Serbia, where the Ottomans launched repeated attacks against Prince Lazar's domain. However, Lazar scored a decisive victory against them at Plotnik near Niš in 1387. The following year, King Tvrtko of Bosnia dealt another blow to the Ottomans, forcing Murad to personally lead his armies against the Serbs in 1389. The Battle of Kosovo Polj near present-day Pristina on June 15, 1389, ended in an Ottoman victory but came at a high cost as both Murad and Lazar perished. Reports vary about Murad's death. Some sources claim he was assassinated by Serbian nobleman Miloš Obilić during the battle, while others suggest he was killed after the battle while surveying the battlefield. Murad's son Bayezid I, who was present at the battle, ascended to power, with Stefan Lazarević, Lazar's son, becoming Bayezid's vassal. Epic poems have long narrated and immortalized the clash between a Christian king and a Muslim sultan in the heart of Christian territory. These stories have resonated through the ages, especially fueling emotions among the Christian Serbian population during the turbulent conflicts of the late 20th century. For many, these narratives symbolized a chance to remove what they perceived as an alien Muslim presence that persisted for centuries. Conversely, the Muslim community staunchly defends its right to remain rooted in the region. Assessing the extent of Ottoman conquests attributed to Murad's prowess and policies is complex. While he undeniably possessed military and leadership skills, the contributions of key figures like the Turkish marcher lords, particularly Evrenos in Macedonia and the Mihalaglis in Bulgaria, were pivotal in expanding the Ottoman borders. Murad's generals, including Lala Shahin, Jandarli Kara Halil Hayreddin Pasha, and later his son Ali Pasha, after he died in 1387, were instrumental in military campaigns. Their roles extended to shaping the military and administrative frameworks of the burgeoning Ottoman state, which grew increasingly complex and centralized by the end of Murad's reign. Murad's final resting place holds historical and religious significance. His internal organs were interred in Kosovo's field, specifically in an area known as Meshtai Hudavendigar, which holds deep religious importance for local Muslims. These remains have endured through time, symbolizing Murad's legacy and the events of the Battle of Kosovo Polj. His remaining remains were transported to Bursa, the Anatolian capital he established, where they were laid to rest in a tomb within the complex dedicated to his memory. This tomb is a testament to Murad's rule and contributions to the Ottoman Empire, offering a tangible connection to his reign for future generations to reflect upon. So that's all for today. See you in another episode, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.